All right, guys, welcome to the Muscle Secrets Show. I'm your host, Alec Murillo, and we are here with my co-host,
What up?
Earnhardt.
Popeye Shreds right here in the building.
Popeye Shred, get it. We're talking about metabolism today, metabolic activities, metabolic conditioning, how to boost your metabolism, and how to get a fast metabolism. So you can eat a lot of food, stay lean all year round.
Yeah.
All right. So the first question you asked me was, is cardio boosting or destroying your metabolism?
What's the secret lift when it comes to metabolic metabolism? What is it? Is there a secret lift?
Resistance training?
Resistance training, weight training, CrossFit. We have all sorts of options, guys. We'll start with the basic cardio.
Walking. Yeah.
Walking, don't think that walking is nothing. Walking is a lot of things, especially if you guys are a beginner. You guys are starting out, or if you just haven't added cardio.
Yeah.
Cardio is walking is gonna build up your metabolic rate. So, what does walking inherently do? Exactly, is the question.
Walking does amazing things to your overall metabolism. If you walk at least like 5,000 to 10,000, but if you put the standard at 10,000 steps, that you could roughly, average person can burn roughly 300 to 400 calories. If you do that every day for 7 days, guess what? That's about 3,500 calories in a week, which equals 1 pound of fat. So if you want to burn 1 pound of fat, hit at least 500 calories burned or 500 calories deficit, which is about 10,000 steps per day.
Right. And you also want a fast metabolism because it allows you to digest the foods a lot quicker, meaning that your body gets the nutrients that it needs from these foods a lot faster. So
absolutely.
For example, protein synthesis, you are in about a 4 hour to 5 to 6 hour benchmark when you eat your first protein meal.
3 to 5. I've done my research.
Yeah, there you go, 3 to 5. Basically, what that means is outside of 6 hours, once you have eaten that meal, your body is no longer absorbing the proteins; it's just getting it out. So the faster that you can get those proteins into your muscles would benefit you much more when it comes to building out your physique and even losing weight. So walking boosts up your digestive bowels. Running on the treadmill also boosts it up. Basically, what I mean by boosting up your bowels is it allows your digestive system to burn the food a lot faster.
Yeah, especially protein too. Protein is the most metabolically active macronutrient, more than dietary fat and carbs. So more protein you eat, the harder it is. Your body has to work a little bit harder to digest that protein, which means since it's harder to digest, your body's working harder. So that means your body's burning calories while you're consuming protein.
Exactly. It's also the reason why you feel lethargic after you eat like such a big meal, because your body is putting so much energy into digesting the food. After you eat a big meal, you almost feel like sluggish. You need to take a nap. You don't need to take a nap. It's just your body doing its natural things to get the nutrients where it needs to go.
Yeah. So, did you always know about this though, Cody? I mean, Papa Shreds. Did you always know about this?
I had to learn this from a lot of trial and error. Back in the day when I was just caveman, protein, iron weights equal big body. When I was in that stage, I did not know anything about digestive anything, metabolism. It wasn't until after I really got sick and tired of being lethargic all the time I ate And started looking into the internet and finding out ways that I could digest my food and not lose as much energy, because usually I would have my lunchtime meal, and then I would hit a workout an hour, 2 hours later, and during that time I would feel really tired, and I didn't like that. So I started doing my research on what what I can do for my metabolism to make it more effective when I'm eating food. And so I came across cardio, which like a hamster wheel inside your stomach. So the more cardio, running, walking, or stairmaster is really good, you're actually making that wheel go faster. And so when you throw in a piece of meat in there, it just shreds it real quick. Versus if you're not doing cardio, it's just kind of crushing it down, it's breaking it. More cardio you add, the faster it gets.
Yeah.
I learned it from trial and error, and a little bit of help from the internet. How did you learn how to boost your metabolism?
I read a book, man. I read a book called The Ultimate Guide to Body Recomposition. And I read about metabolism, decoding metabolism, this one chapter. And it surprised me that metabolism there's three basic forms of metabolism. We're going to repeat this again because it's that important, which is the thermic effect of food, the types of foods you're eating, because every food can be digested at its own rates. And then second is your basal metabolic rate, which is your daily activities in life, your sleep, your stress, your water intake, all that just daily living, right? And then lastly is your physical activity, which is your movement, your physical actual activity, like actual exercise, and then also non-exercise, which is like walking, moving around, walking at the grocery store. So all those three components combined make up metabolism. And if you check off those boxes, you just keep checking off, sleep, water, stress, right? Like that will make you have a higher metabolism, like a faster metabolism. Yeah. So once I read that, I changed my life, and I'm always moving. I'm always trying to get the max amount of sleep. Not a lot of sleep lately, but I'm trying to lift the most amount of weight so I can get lean as hell, and so I can have a fast metabolism and eat.
And the physical aspect in today's talk, what has helped you build up a faster metabolism?
Yeah, lifting weights, man. Progressive overload training, resistance training, having a program set in place, right? Like it has to be a certain split, weight training. I do full body splits, right? Like 5 to 6 days a week. Well, if you're starting out, it's like 3 days, 3 to 4 days, right? Having a resistance training, progressive overload training program in place to lift weights, build muscle, and walking.
Walking does help. When you're first starting out, walking is a godly thing to do to build up your metabolism.
Walking incredible.
There's some people out there that have issues with their joints, their knees. So in that case, I recommend some biking, any type of bicycle. It can be stationary, or it can be the ones where you take it on the trail and go sightseeing.
Yeah.
Cardio that I've done is treadmill running, biking, and Stairmaster. Those are the three that I usually bounce between and shift within my program. I love biking, dude. I go on biking for 40 minutes. Now here's why it's beneficial for you to do biking over treadmill running. You're looking to build muscle, and you're not really trying to lose weight. You want to build out your frame. Then biking for 40 to an hour duration would actually put less strain on your quads than running for 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're running, each step, you're putting 10 times the amount of pressure on your quads. So let's say that you did a huge bodybuilding workout, maybe like 40 minutes, okay? You feel really good, and you run for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
your nervous system can only take on so much stress on your body. And the
Mhm.
first thing that your body is going to protect is your heart. So when you're running for those 20 minutes and you're recovering, you're in the recovery phase, your body is actually rebuilding your heart, your cardiovascular system, and your quads, rather than if you did like chest work before that. Here's the cool thing about biking. You can do a 3-hour bodybuilding workout if you wanted to, doing some shoulders, biceps, and chest, and go on to the bikes for another 2 hours, and you will still see the same amount, if not more, muscle growth doing that than had you have done the treadmill running. Because
Yeah, it's less stressful.
it's less stressful on the nervous system. When you're on the bike, it's not putting as much pressure on your quads and
Yeah.
it's in your heart.
Mhm.
Your body is able to use a teeter-totter and build both of them at the same time rather than being completely exhausted from just a treadmill running.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Less cortisol um, on your less of the cortisol hormone, right? Less stressful on your joints.
Not yet. Along with stress in your joints,
Mhm.
it's your nervous system has a level of energy. Let's say you have this much energy in your nervous system. When you're working out, you only have this much. You're not going to get any more than that. It just needs to regenerate. And putting the amount of stress on your body is going to slowly take down the amount of energy you have. So by doing biking, you actually save a lot more energy because in the recovery phase, your body won't be in anguish and having to rebuild its.
Yeah, you said the recovery stage, which is where you're building muscle, right? You want to make sure that that's taken care of. So, yeah, go for a bike um, or walk, but yeah, don't try to run so much. Like sprint. I mean, you can sprint, but I say 1 to 2 times per week, but not like 5 days a week. Um, right?
Well, this is all to build out your metabolism. These are just different cardio exercises that you could be doing to build up your metabolism. In this case, I was referring to if you wanted to build out more muscle mass, biking
Yeah.
is how you do it. If you want to lose weight, I recommend running and walking. If you're trying to maximize the amount of muscle growth and metabolism boosts while still increasing your cardiovascular system, Thomas Edison couldn't even invent this. It's called the Stairmaster. Now, the Stairmaster is one of the best cardio exercise machines known to mankind. The reason
Yeah.
is because you are working your quads, but you're working it at a slow enough pace to not overload your nervous system, but you're also doing it at a steady state to activate your cardiovascular system.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. You can do it for 15 minutes. Feel like you're dying, but build up all that muscle that you've been wanting. And I think that's probably the best option for anybody.
Yeah. You can even do it for an hour too, man, at a slow state. But it's you're building that quad muscle too if it's on a slow pace, like level 4, or depending on your level of experience. But yeah, that's why you see a lot of bodybuilders go on there for like an hour, drinking a lot of water right after lifting weights. They're shredding fat doing that. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just walking upstairs, man. So
Yeah. Or flight of stairs. Yeah.
cardio, any type of cardio is definitely worth building up your metabolism. So
Yeah.
you want to eat more. But be warned, every good thing comes with a downside. So the downside to it is you're gonna feel hungry a lot more, which might make you want to binge. So just be aware of that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. And we can talk about later in another episode what to do when you want to eat low calorie foods and you need to binge. But yeah, it's another topic. But yeah, man, that was metabolism part 2. I liked it. Yeah, guys, tomorrow it's gonna be the last episode of this week. What else you got, man?
Yeah, we'll go over a little bit of binging tomorrow. You guys want that? You can talk about a little bit what to do when you feel like fucking up your diet. You know, when you want to
Yeah.
stray away from the lines.
Yeah. Some
Tactics. There, yeah. Some tactics. Some tactics Alec uses and some tactics I use to make sure that we're still, God bless, to make sure that my
God
dog
bless.
was sneezing. Make sure that you're still within the lines.
Yeah.
Is there any other cardio that you would recommend somebody to do to build up their metabolism other than the ones that we had said?
Sleep. Sleep is a secret. It's a dark horse.
Cardio.
Oh, that's cardio.
Yeah, I've seen you do those hill sprints. Those are
Oh,
insane.
yeah, hill sprints. Damn, dude, those are great. If you could do those like 1 to 2 times per week, do like sets of 10 or sets of 5, whatever you can do first, and build up to like, our build up to a level where it's really challenging, like a level 9 out of 10, then do that. Sprint up those hills, man. That's like a stairmaster, but you're sprinting. You're getting the benefits of power sprints, but going uphill. So it's like challenging your cardiovascular system, and it's fun, and you get to race people.
So there's much more in sprinting. So that competitive edge next to people. You want to beat them. So does that put you to go harder when you're doing sprints rather than just a steady state cardio?
Dude, it's competitive, man. It's that the first sport was running, I believe, right? Like
So I think it might be either running or some baseball.
basketball, I don't know, something back in the Greeks, whatever. But yeah, dude, sprinting's great. It's that anticipation of the whistle. It's like, yeah,
Definitely, man. And sprinting is really good when it comes to building up muscle mass too.
exactly. Legs, quads. It's a good metabolic advantage, man. That's why you see a track athlete. They're lean, right? They're metabolically active. They eat a lot of food. They need a lot of food. They need a lot of carbs too. You know. But yeah.
That's true, man. Like you see cross crunchy runners, they're very slim, very sleek, versus the individual you just explained is very thick. Now, that's due to the fact because a sprint is not a long distance, which means your body is not under pressure for like an hour, which is during the sprint, it allows your body to recover a lot better, a lot faster,
Yeah.
versus having to put as much energy into a long mile run. I can
Yeah.
tell you from experience that when I used to do the 15, 20-mile runs, I was not built. I was slim and I
Yeah.
had a chest and my abs and a little bit of arms, but it was very sleek.
Yeah.
Now when I did sprints, I was able to hold on to that muscle and really still look thick.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Gassers is good too, like going to the goal line and back, or the 50-yard line and back on a football field. I remember I used to do this type of training and incorporated all of it, which was it was like a CrossFit style training, but not actual CrossFit, but like hit style training with sprinting and endurance and lifting weights like at stations. So I like to call it like the 4 corner stations. Every station you're either, you're doing like an air squat, or you're doing like shoulder press with weights. You're doing like duck walks back and forth really slow. You're either doing push-ups, and then you're sprinting to each corner. And then it's also a team effort too. You gotta like tag the person on your team when you're doing the whole entire circuit. I used to do those at 5 a.m. It was fun. Yeah, good
There you
stuff.
go. Circuits, man.
Training.
Circuit training is really good. I like that. I've never done circuit training, so you have a lot more experience on that end.
Yeah, dude. Circuit training is amazing. Like you feel amazing after, and it also helps you lift more too. I mean, imagine you're doing like if you're lifting weights and you're doing circuit training like 1 to 2 times per week. Yeah, you're gonna look like a CrossFit athlete or like a hybrid athlete for sure. It's fun stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Circuit training is really, really good. CrossFit, you may look like one during CrossFit athlete. You might, if that's what you want. guys.
What you want?
Yeah. What's another one? HIIT training. HIIT training has been talked about a lot.
Yeah.
People have their own assumptions, but I can tell you from my experience that HIIT training is really good. I enjoy HIIT training. It's
Yeah.
it when my body is too damaged to be running for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever fucking case is, I do HIIT training instead. And the thing is, like when you have a group of people who are all doing HIIT training, even if
Oh,
even
yeah.
if it's like over video or something like that, there's a different vibe in the area. You have the group going and achieving the same goal, and people are pushing one another. You're looking to the left, and this guy's doing his burpees, he's sweating his ass off, and you're thinking to yourself that, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but if he's not stopping, I'm not stopping. I'm gonna keep on going. It's a really good way to incorporate cardio in your workouts.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of calories during it, doing it too.
Yeah. I
And it
love.
does
Yeah, I love HIIT training, man. HIIT training and circuit training, you combine those together, it's like hit squared. It's like hit times two, man. It's awesome. Yeah.
yeah. Well, brother, I think it's time as the alarm clock goes off.
As it does.
Do you
Yeah.
have anything to leave off these beautiful people with?
Man, yeah, we just listed all the types of training to boost your metabolism, which is going to help you get lean. It's going to help you to eat more food. And it's just going to like shred off all that fat, man. So yeah, rewatch this episode. We'll be posting it up. And yeah.
All right, guys, you heard it here. We gave you some tips, some strategies, some principles on how you can boost up your metabolism with cardio and with some circuit training and some even secret methods that we gave up in this video. If you guys want more, please subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. And as always, bye-bye out.
Peace out. All right, guys.